You done took our light. All right. I think we've got it figured out. I think we're good now. So hopefully we can get some folks back in here in a minute. I still feel like we're looking down on it. Hi, Sharice. Ooh, okay. All right. So. Yes. I don't know why it asks us that when I tagged you in the very beginning. We're just giving a couple more minutes to see if we can get some more people to come. All right. So, what are you doing? All right, here we go. We're gonna just go ahead and get started. That's Facebook. Is that the outline? Okay. So, good evening. We are going to talk tonight about something that's probably going to piss some people off. So be it. So first off, let's start with hello, I'm Bastet. This is Emoja.
What up, though?
We are not experts. We do not have the answers to everything. This will probably have some foul language and maybe some foul things said, but that's okay. Tonight I want to talk about these white women that are in the Black movements. A lot of white women are in like Black Lives Matter movement or Don't Shoot PDX movement. A lot of different Black movements, and you will find these white women in them. And what I'm about to talk about is how they come in and infiltrate this. And basically, they come into these organizations not to help Black people, but to get the Black men. Now, before we even start, I don't want to hear anything about how the men are responsible or how they're just as responsible or they play just as much of a role in this whole thing as the women do. Because we know that, but that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about these white women because they come in as a different role. They're coming in as someone who's like, I'm here to help. I'm here to help you guys out. I want to do stuff for you. When the actuality is they're there because they're
trying to get some cut up.
They're trying to get a little something. Yes.
So diabolical. But we talking about them people.
Right. We are talking about them people. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about the Black family, because this is kind of where this comes in. Because I am seeing in my circle white women who know that certain Black men have families at home, and yet they make themselves available to mess around with these men who have Black families at home. Now, that to me is a huge, huge problem, because the Black family is the foundation of the revolution. It is. We have to get our families in order.
Wait a minute. We gotta go back.
Oh, okay, we're going back.
Because what you it sounded like you was talking about something more specific. That was more like I hear what you said leading up until now, but what happened, what you just said sounds like somebody who is like, that's just a different level of wickedness for what you just said. Like,
I don't know what. Can you tell me what I just said? That
it sounded like okay. It sounded like what you said is that, like, because this could happen just in general, but it sounds like what you said is somebody know that somebody has a whole family, and you're making yourself available to come in between that family or cause for or anything, and in this instance is in terms of infidelity or adultery, cheating, whatever you want to call it. And on top of all that, you a non-Black person.
You're a non-Black person, and you immerse yourself in the supposedly uplifting of Black people. Supposedly.
So my question is, because I'm just gonna go off this situation since we're talking about this specific situation. My question is how did this non-black person get so close to the family in the first place for this to happen? If this is just in this situation, or because I could understand in an organization where they just come into an organization, and I didn't even think of it like that, because like it's almost like church, right? Like you go there for them, because I just don't think like a woman would. So it when you say it, like seriously though, it's like, oh my goodness, I could see these motherfuckers out here doing some shit like that, right? Straight up, because you could just be like I tell you all the time, like at the gym, them motherfuckers be acting like that. Anyway, we get to right. But yeah. So a situation like that just seems like real yucky in the whole first place. Somewhere along the line, it was already seemed like it should be some red flags. I'm just saying, from what you just said, that's what I formulate. But go ahead.
But this is the thing is they come into. I think that they come into these movements, and so that they are surrounded, and they're in position to be around these black men, because the ultimate goal is to find their own black man.
Well, I can't keep getting past the. I hear you, right? I just can't keep getting past the part that like we got to remember, like in this conversation, I hope people take time to think about like them people as a whole, like for real though, the people who we dealing with, what they've done throughout world history, throughout human history, recent history, current fucking events. Right. So we just talking about a little bit of like, mind you, this kind of wickedness, like people do, all kind of people do, but this is specific to black people, and you infiltrating the whole thing in the whole first place just because you want some black dick.
And I think that that's what makes it the worst, and that's why those of you who
just go to church, white girls. That's
why I think,
or the gym.
No,
I'm just saying,
stay your ass out the gym.
Anyway, continue.
No, but I think that that's what makes it worse than anything, is that you've come basically you've presented yourself as, I am an ally, I want to be your friend. Ooh, I want to help you.
I got a question. I have a question.
Okay.
Because we also have to also remember that love is love. We also wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. I'm just gonna be the devil's advocate.
Okay,
literally.
Be the devil's advocate.
I crack myself up. But seriously though, what if they are coming with all of the benevolence in their hearts to come and help the black community? And oh my goodness, they just meet the most handsome or most funny or most whatever black man in their life, and then the black man meets this white woman who's really down for the movement, and they fall in love.
No,
is that not?
Here's the thing. I'm talking about.
I am not advocating that shit.
No, but what I'm saying is, specifically, when they've come in and with the intent of finding a nice black man. And what the part that kills me is when you come in and you're looking for this black man, and this black man already has a family. He's got a black woman at home. He's got black children at home.
That's different.
These women are not your friends. And black people, you need to start looking out for these women, because they are there. There's a couple in PDX that I could name right now. I'm not going to, but I'm just saying, I know who you are, and I see you, and I hope this video reaches you, and I hope you feel like shit. That's what I think.
Well, damn.
But anyway, what are we talking about?
How
black
you just
love.
Attacking people?
I feel that strongly about it. I feel that strongly about it. But I'm not saying that like there's not. This is not an all like. I don't need anybody to tell me. Not all white women. I don't need you to tell me that. We know that.
You're just talking about some happiness that's happening.
I'm talking about But what I'm talking about is that when that is specifically what they are coming in there for. They're coming in there because no, it's not to help the black movement. No, it's because I want to find a nice black man, and possibly a black man that already has his own family.
Don't matter as long as they're a black man.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, going back to, how can this person be somebody who's helping the black movement if they're destroying black love?
I can't, man. I mean, are you asking me?
I'm throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Like, there's something to think about. Like, if this person comes in there and she meets a one of the nice. Oh, let's talk about how women in general are attracted to powerful men. Women in general are attracted to powerful men. You find many powerful men within Black movements. You do. So automatically there might be an attraction. There's most likely going to be an attraction.
I gotta magnify that, and I'm speaking obviously as a Black man, but I'm also speaking from a historical context. Okay. Ain't nothing more powerful than a Black man. Okay. Or a Black woman.
I'm not gonna
wait a minute. It gets better. There is nothing more powerful than a Black man and a Black woman together. Right. And I say that because all throughout history, whenever there was risings of strong Black men and or Black women, what happened? They want to destroy it. Yes. By any means necessary. I don't care if it's you getting a promotion at work to you trying to be president. They want to destroy it or kill you or just kill you. So yes, definitely there is no stronger man than a strong Black man.
Right. Period. So I think that's another attraction into these movements.
Oh, and they love it.
The other thing that I need to let you all understand is just because these women come to these movements and they have these Black babies doesn't mean that they're your friends. Does not mean that they're not there for their own personal reasons.
Why are you dosing the people like this?
What
do people do to you?
It needs to be said.
Damn.
It does.
It's true.
And like I said, if this is something that doesn't apply to you, then you have no reason to be upset. But I'm talking specifically about these women. They think they've already, in the past, they've already started. They've already started. They've had their Black men. They've had their Black babies. And then they're like, okay, so this is the thing. I have this Black baby. I should probably be part of this Black movement. If you want to be a part of the Black movement, you have to come with responsibility. You have to come knowing that you're not in charge. You have to come in and you have to respect the movement and respect the people in the movement. And that's not respectful if you come into the movement and with the intention of sleeping with all of the Black men who already have families, who already have Black women in their homes, on their arms. They don't have to be married. If that's their woman, leave them the fuck alone. That is not your man. Leave him alone.
I don't know. And I have no. We have to do one. Excuse me. Jeez. We have to do a vice versa.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to do a vice versa.
As we keep talking about it, it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But we definitely have a responsibility in this too.
Man.
Big time. You right though. No, you
big
right.
Big time
you
have a responsibility. But we're not talking about y'all today. You're lucky.
No.
We're not talking about y'all today.
Listen though. This is the thing though. But if you are a man who's sitting up there doing your best, you can have issues and you doing your best to try to do this and do that, and then you coming along throwing your ass at him. Now that's different too, right? Because what I'm saying is like the man could be doing his thing and he's really building community and everything else, and then this chick come along, any chick, right? Come along and she distracting him intentionally, right? She's literally like throwing it out there, whereas now it's like I ain't even looking for the damn shit. You throwing ass in there like shit. I am a human. But I ain't talking about me. Come on, talk to the people.
You might be.
Talk to the people.
Go ahead, carry on. Just tell me more.
Oh no, I would say shit. Anyway,
maybe it's okay.
Okay.
I know. It's a struggle.
Thank you.
Anyway, let me see where I'm at on my timeline.
Where's we at?
We talked about that. How they think.
I'm thirsty.
They think.
I'm sorry.
Bring me a little something.
Okay.
Anyway, but that's a huge thing for me. When there's this automatic thing that because you have these Black children that automatically you should be accepted into the Black community. And I think that a lot of times that white women don't understand that, like, no, we still don't feel safe around you. Bring your children, but we still don't feel safe around you. And it's for reasons like this, because there's some snaky women out there who they come in, and that's specific. Like my whole issue, like I said, is you come in, you're saying, I'm going to be your friend. I want to work with you. I want to make this whole thing happen. I want to see things better for you guys. But when you break down, when you destroy a Black family, you are destroying the Black movement. Period. There is no if, ands, or buts. You can't be like, oh, but he did this, or it was just one of those things and we just became attracted to each other. No, control yourself. You've been destroying Black families for years. For years. Stop that shit. Leave it alone. If that man has another woman on his arms, if he has another Black woman on his arms or at home with his babies, leave that man alone. He is not for you to touch, and you are not part of the movement. You are an infiltrator. You are breaking down the Black family. You are breaking down and holding back Black people. You are not an ally. And you continue to think that you're an ally, but you are not an ally. Ooh, I hope the girl that I'm talking to, the two that I'm thinking of, really see this video. I'm looking at my outline, y'all. I'm all over the place right now. Anyway, how can you be part of a movement when the only person that you respect is one-sided? So if you come into the movement and the only people that you actually respect and care about is the Black man, then you are not part of the movement. How is that making any kind of progress for us as a people? It's very divisive. Because if your only concern is a Black man, but without the Black man and the Black woman together, we can't have a movement. So, again, not an ally. And these people who come in and they want to be ally, this is really something that they need to think about. For real. Like, you really need to think about. Oh, thank you. Ooh,
Squirt.
Squirt. That's some interesting squirt.
Squirt.
The squirt mixer. I'm just kidding. Okay, where are we at, Umoja? Let's talk about Black love. Black love. Which, by the way, I'm going to put a plug in right now. Black Love 2019, February 13th, put on by Black community of Portland at the Park Rose Grange. Get your tickets. You can find the advertisement all over Facebook. You can find it on the Black community of Portland page.
Let's make it crack.
Man, this is going to be, it's the Wakanda theme. Wear your purple and silver. Do it up. It's a formal night. We're going to have contests. We're going to have
singles, couples.
Yes.
Come
singles,
on.
couples. Bring it. We're going to celebrate Black love. And I'm not talking about like Black love just in between a Black man and a Black woman. We're talking about Black love, like love of yourself.
Loving the community.
Loving your community. Loving your family. Loving your brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
That's what Black Love Night is about. So please go get your tickets. Or you can personal message me. You can personal message, if you're a woman, just personal message me. Don't be the personal message emoji. Or we gonna
just
have
go
an
to
issue.
just click on and get your tickets. That's what we do. Click on and get your tickets.
All right, back to Black love. There's nothing more powerful than Black love. There is not a more powerful and energetic connection between a Black man and a Black woman. And the connection that they have together spiritually, mentally, physically, with the universe in itself.
This is true. Like, I know you saying that, and it sounds like it almost sounds like some corny shit to say, right? And I don't think that we appreciate the magnitude of it really, because if we think from what up though, Ron?
Hey, Ron.
But if we think of it from a spiritual level, we are God's people. We are the Creator's first people. Like, this is a fact. And the Black woman in particular is the creator of all life, of all creation. She's the life bringer. Literally, she birthed every other nation. So it's like, and that's why it's such a huge divide. It's a huge bridge a huge attempt to keep us so separate. It's a huge attempt. It's so many of our sisters is so comfortable arguing with me when I be the one that'll really go upside somebody's shit about them that I don't even know, and they love going against me. Yes. And all I do is talk about black people and us coming together and us loving each other and fucking everybody else for real, and even that in love, and they don't like. And
what'd you say?
And not like that, but like, you know what I mean, like forget everybody else, like let's focus on us. But for real, it is a huge divide, and black love is huge, and it don't even start with the man and woman. It starts with you yourself as a black person, just not even wanting to love ourselves. It's a huge, it's just vicious. It's deeper than this, and I don't even want to go there. I want to stay on topic. So
we're staying on topic.
Yeah, let's stay on topic on black love. But black love is powerful, and it's very important, and it's fucking difficult. It's very difficult to achieve, righteously.
Well, I don't know what much more that I want to say, except for that we really need to be more careful with who we allow in our presence.
Stop embracing
because
you said it for real. Stop embracing this shit.
Stop embracing these women.
All of it, just like all.
Stop embracing, and I'm sure there's men out there too, but we're not gonna talk again. Not talking about the men and their role.
Yeah, biz.
But I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe in Portland you might have to worry about white men coming into the movement and trying to infiltrate black women.
Shit.
That just seems gross to me. But
Oh no. Why would that be gross? Oh, there's plenty of our sisters out here will sit up there and bang on me.
That's gross.
Bang on every black man who they see, say something that they don't like, and then go right on home to Jeremy.
Yeah. That's gross.
Right on home to Justin.
That's just gross to me.
And love on them.
But anyway, like I said, it's that whole thing. Like, you can't come in there. Don't come in there thinking that you're an ally when you are doing things that are breaking the black family apart. Don't. Because of our past. What part of our past, Shavante? What part of our past makes it difficult? I'm just curious. Can you put that back on there because I can see? We're just gonna give Shavante a second because I want her to be more specific on what that means. Like, it's difficult because of our past. Anyway,
right now she don't want to type.
Now you can't type. Now your fingers don't work. Okay, Shavante. Okay. But yes, if you look at these movements, especially here in Portland, now, I haven't done research on a lot of other places, but especially here in Portland, there are a lot of mixtures in these black organizations. They allow different anything to come together because apparently we need to all be together. Slavery. Okay. Slavery makes it difficult.
I don't know what she's talking about when she say difficult though. Like, makes what difficult? I don't know exactly what she was talking about. She could have been talking about anything at the time.
Are you talking about like as far as the? I wonder if you're talking about like as far as the men go. It's harder for them because of. I don't know. I don't know how slavery would make it difficult.
No. Well, yeah, like the NAACP, and that would be an organization if there was, like, let's say for real, that's a good example. We just allow anybody up in the organization, and then an event or something comes along, and what do you know? It's more white women than there is sisters there, and they mingling with the brothers there, and there you go, right? But because the brother's wife is at home with the kids or whatever, right? So it makes it difficult for us to love each other.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Oh. Yes. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. But until we acknowledge that, though, it's like we don't acknowledge it. When we even mention these conversations, we shut down. Mm-hmm. We literally have a shut off switch that we don't even understand that we have because we don't understand black psychology because we just listen to what these white folks tell us forever. Seriously,
but that just drives my point. Even more, Shavante, that it's so hard for us to even get together and get to a point where we're loving each other. And then we're loving each other. And then here
this happens.
Brenda comes and I want to love you too. And look, you can help me raise my mixed babies because they need a black influence in their life. And I don't know what happened to the last father, but I'm sure looking for my new baby daddy. So,
that's what they doing?
That's what they doing.
That's what they doing?
That's what they doing. They looking for stepdaddy to come take care of their babies. And
I think too that is part of that. And this ain't it's on topic, but I think that a lot of times
you can say it.
No, I'm just trying to say it how I want to say it. A lot of times we feel that being with the I'm gonna say something to that we have to heal comment. Being with somebody non-black puts us in a higher level of prestige, gives us a higher opportunity, gives us a better opportunity. Like we integrate into their privilege. We think, and sometimes we think that just because we're in their bins with a little blonde girl, we win it, right? Because we are in a house with them, we win it, right? We really think this. We really think this when we destroying ourselves, integrating outside of ourselves. It's really crazy. But
well, not only that, you have this sense of like, oh, I'm fitting in and I have this power. Yep. But the actuality is, you don't have the power.
Not a motherfucking
the white
thing,
girl
man.
has the power because the minute she takes
like
that shit away,
you
don't have shit.
Man,
nothing.
Let the government stay shut down.
Right. Okay. Let the white girl shut it down. Okay.
Hey,
having a catastrophe.
Shavante
right
said
now.
We have to heal.
We do.
This is very true. But you cannot heal unless you acknowledge what you're hurt from, and it's never happened. It's just never happened. And then so the people who hurt us, it's never happened, and it's not gonna happen, right? And even to this day, and every October there's a big old reparation thing. Every year there's several reparation events. So they not letting it happen. So that's telling our psyche still, you still fucked off. Like somewhere deep, our ancestral roots, and literally our ancestral DNA is continuing this slavery thing, right? So what we're not doing though is loving on ourselves. So we getting double whammied for fucking nothing. That's why we're not gonna heal, because we won't acknowledge what we're sick from, and we're still trying to get love from the motherfuckers who did it in the first place. It fucking burns me, because I get it, and I see everybody else like they don't get it. It don't make sense. So yes, we have to heal, but we have to acknowledge what we're sick from. I'm sick from this. And then say, okay, I'm sick from this. Now I need to heal it. Now this shit I'm sick from does not want to heal me. Period. So therefore, I know she's sick too. Come on, let's heal each other. Fuck them. Let's heal each other. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Does that make sense? That's what we need to be doing, all of us.
Yes,
that's what black love is.
This is true. This is true. And it's a huge, painful process.
Exactly.
It's very painful because we have to we have to deal with each other's demons. So we're dealing with our own demons, and then we have to deal with our partner's demons. And that's hard, and that's trying, and that's exhausting sometimes. But you have to stick through it in order for us to make things better for the next generations and the next generations. That's just some shit you gotta deal with.
And mind you, listen to what you said. Those demons have been passed on to us. Those demons have been passed on to us because most of the shit that we deal with is shit that's been done to us or shit that we've been through that was most of the times out of our control, right? And then those people, our parents and our brothers and sisters and uncles and nieces and nephews and all that stuff, the people who hurt us and even our friends and other people, they got hurt from somebody, and it all goes back to getting your ass whooped by these people when we had our shit snatched. And that's the fact we don't want to talk about. We just want to act like we just crazy people. We just don't love each other. We just can't. You not. No, it's a design.
I think that, but I also think that to kind of talk about that is, I also think that it just seems overwhelming because there's so much work. Just like Ron said, so don't even know where to start.
Man, pass the cannabis and put on fucking Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah,
that's much easier. I'm just saying it's much easier. I just thought of a show. I don't watch it, but
I do
for real. For real.
But listen, but for real, like that is true, Ron. It's so overwhelming. There's so much work that has to be done. It is, you don't know where to start because you're like, it's like a circle. So it's like, I need to start here, but if I start here, but I need to deal with this over here in order to even deal with this. It's like me when I try to clean the house and I start in a corner, and then I'm like, okay, I need to move this stuff over here. When I go over here, oh my gosh, this is a mess over here. I can't even move this stuff here until I get rid of this stuff over here. And it's just a big circle and cycle. And it's like, and then you're just like, I don't even know what to do right now. So, but anyway, we got off topic. Simple as this. Simple as this. Okay. Because this is what it looks like on the outside looking in. White woman comes into the Black movement organization. Okay. There's families, Black families in the organization. White woman comes in. She sees a nice Black man that she's attracted to. Black man has a family. She comes in, messes up that whole family. She comes in, messes around with said Black man, and destroys that family. How is destroying the Black family good for the Black movement? And not only that, what you look like. You came in there and you took over this. Oh, you know what I didn't even talk about? I didn't even talk about how white women are threatened by Black women. Threatened by Black women, so much so that they want to take their Black man. Because they don't have any power when it's the Black couple. They don't have any power in that. You're distracting me.
Oh, sorry.
And that's a threat to them. Because a lot of times, and this is just white people in general that come into the Black movement, they want to be in control. Like they're like, we see your strife. We want to help you out. But let me tell you how we're going to do this. That's how it happens a lot. You see it time and time again. Organization after organization gets taken over because it's like, we want to do it the way that we want to do it. We're going to help you out because apparently we need their help so much that they've stepped in and they've helped us out and they've told us how we're going to help ourselves. Right? Ain't that what they're doing?
I was distracted. Sorry.
I'm done.
I was distracted by the last part.
By what last part?
I was just with the last thing that you was talking about. I lost track of the topic you was on.
I'm talking about how Black women are a threat to white women, which is one of the other reasons why they come into these movements.
Big time. Because
it gives them a sense of power. If I can come in and take your man, I definitely have power over you, and I'm definitely better than you. And white women constantly have to remind themselves how they're better than Black women. It's not true, but I'm just saying, like, they constantly have to remind themselves of that. Yes. Yes, definitely. Yes. Shavante and I worked together at a job, and definitely the white women there were very intimidated by us. That's not our problem.
Right.
That's your problem. That's white women's problem. That's not our problem. You know what? But I know we're not talking about the men, but I just want to say this though, Black men. If you knew and understood the things that we go through from white women, you might even like read this whole white woman thing. You might do it, because if you really cared about Black women and what they go through, and you see how they're treated by these white women, you probably wouldn't even be attracted to them. Often white women don't even think about what's at stake. They don't have to.
Right. Ain't nothing at stake for them.
There's nothing at stake for them. But that's what I'm saying. If you're coming in and this is what you're trying to do, if you're coming into a Black movement and you're just like, I'm here to help, but I'm also here to take this man over here because I need him as well. That's not helping. That's not helping at all. You're not an ally. White women, if you're coming in to take Black men, especially Black men with families, you're not an ally. You're an attention whore.
I'm trying to look. Well, that's just another reason why I'm so protective of BCP staying Black. Like, because I'm trying to think, like, where's it happening? I'm like, okay, just keep that. There's nothing to worry about there. But yeah. I mean, it happened within our own ranks as well. But still, that's a problem.
BCP
I'm really
will always remain all Black.
I'm like, where's it? And I'm like,
until white people really try to take it over. But that's not happening. Never. All right. Anything else? Anything else?
No, you covered everything. Shit. You did.
All right, y'all. The time has come. What time is it? Ooh, 10:06. All right. It wasn't too long. Wasn't too long at all.
Not at all.
I said my piece. I said what I had to say. A lot of
people talking about it. That's why.
Right.
It wasn't a lot of
white women. Bring it.
Hey, she don't like white. What?
That's not true. My mother is white. I love my mother. Got nothing to do with that.
I don't know you. I don't even know how you have white girlfriends.
I do. I have white friends, and I love them very much. I do. They're not, but they're not revolutionary. Good night, girl. And then I got Tanya too. She right there on it.
She on the cusp. It's terrible. You see how she talk about people?
Oh goodness. Anyway, no. I have white friends.
Okay. You ain't after this video. You fired.
I mean,
got your
I'm gonna continue to speak my truth. That's just how it's gonna be. And most of my friends are understanding. The other half don't even look at what I'm saying anyway, so it's no big deal. But yeah, some white women actually learn from some of the stuff that I say. I have quite a few white women friends like that I work with, and they actually are appreciative of the things that I say. And
that's swell.
Swell?
That's swell.
Hunky dory. All right, y'all, but it's been real. For real.
Always.
Watch out for this. Watch out for the white women coming in there trying to take over movements and trying to take over the black men. You, my dear, I'm speaking to you, white women who do that shit. You are not an ally. You can sit up there with your Black Lives Matter hat on, with your Don't Shoot PDX hat, or your Don't Shoot PDX sign, or whatever, your Black Lives Matter sign. I don't give a fuck. You are not an ally. You are an enemy.
You are so aggressive.
I don't care.
You are so aggressive.
Catch me outside.